So you've heard about DoorDash. It's been around for a long time. You've never thought about being a DoorDash driver until now, and you're wondering what are some tips and tricks that are going to help me be successful as a DoorDash driver, or just what to expect when you're out here. As a seasoned driver who has driven in Scottsdale, Arizona, Peoria, Arizona, Glendale, Arizona, Phoenix, Wichita, Kansas, and many other small communities, I want to give you my rundown of 15 tips that's going to help you once you get out on the road to be a successful, realistic DoorDash driver. Let's get to it right now. The first thing to talk about is cutting down on your car cost. So if you're looking to get into DoorDash, I would highly suggest looking for a hybrid vehicle that's been used and doesn't cost very much money. If you can possibly pay for it with cash or get it paid off quickly to have no car payment, that would be the best. It would lower your insurance payments. You want to find a car that's going to be inexpensive to repair as well, because there are going to be auto repairs as you're delivering with DoorDash. If you can't get the hybrid vehicle, maybe go to the next best thing, which would be a small compact car that gets high MPGs, is older, insurance is less, you can get it paid off quickly, and the auto repairs are cheaper. That will help you save money on your car cost as a DoorDash driver. The next item to talk about is just other types of costs that you'll have when you're out here on delivery. If you are working long hours, you are going to get hungry, you're going to get thirsty. And I suggest don't buy food from these fast food restaurants or any other restaurants. Make sure you're packing a lunch, bringing some water along. That way you're not tempted when you get hungry to go into that Taco Bell, go into whatever restaurant you like and spend money on that. Restaurants are expensive nowadays. You can hardly get a burrito for like $10. And so save yourself the cash, make yourself a sandwich, pack a lunch from home, bring a couple bottles of water or a large container of water so you don't get tempted to do that as you're out here doing DoorDash. The third thing I want to talk about is just minimizing your downtime. If you're a person who wants to work all day long, and that's okay for you because you're willing to just pick up whatever money you can, that's perfectly fine. But if you're not wanting to waste your time, find the busiest times of the day in your city. Might be early morning lunch, 6 to 9. Maybe lunchtime is going to be 11:30 to 2. Dinner, 5:30 to 8:30. Might be a late night rush if you're looking to do that. But don't be out here on those slow periods wasting your time. Find other positive things to do with your time. Study, read a book, go to school, do online training, work on a YouTube channel, work on another business, whatever that might be. Find something to do within your other time. That way you're not out here just sitting and sitting and sitting, wasting your time as a DoorDash driver. This will be helpful for your financial pocketbook, and it'll allow you to enjoy DoorDash more and more. The next thing would be just to slow down and take your time as a first-time DoorDasher. Take the orders, learn how the app works, understand where the restaurants are in your city, understand how to navigate the app when you're out going from the restaurant to the customer, and take the most time you possibly can so you're comfortable with the app. Don't rush, don't speed, don't blow through traffic, blow through red lights thinking it's going to make you more money, because it really won't. And if you cause an accident or you get a ticket, it's not helping you at all. And so just take your time. You'll get to know the app. You'll familiarize yourself with your city and where you're going through time, and you won't have to worry as much when you're out here doing it. Now let's talk about taking offers. As a first-time driver, you need to take your first 100 offers as soon as possible. Don't be sifting through these orders thinking you're looking for the best order. Just take what the app gives you. Go, 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 go till you get that 100 orders, because you're going to need that 100 orders to reach platinum status. And sadly, today's DoorDash world, platinum status is where you need to be. If you stay in the silver, gold range, you're going to have to schedule all the time, and you're going to have a more difficult time getting those better paying offers. Sadly, you've got to take some of the crummy offers to get the better paying offers in the real DoorDash market today in almost every city that you drive. So don't get caught up on trying to find the best possible offer. Just take the first 100 orders, get yourself into platinum status, and move along. As I mentioned in the last tip, you need to get to platinum status as soon as possible. What does that even mean? As a new driver, you need to understand there's a tiered system on DoorDash, and they require you to reach certain tiers by getting so many orders completed, by having a good completion rate, a good acceptance rate, and a good customer rate. What are those criteria when it comes to the platinum? You need 100 deliveries in the last rolling 30 days, which means you're going to have to always have over 100 deliveries when you're out doing DoorDash to remain as a platinum driver. As far as the completion rate goes, you need to complete 95 to 100% of the orders that you accept. So if you say you're going to take a McDonald's order and you decide you don't want that order anymore, it can affect your completion rate. You don't want to drop below 95% in that area, or again, you don't meet platinum driver status. If you have an acceptance rate of over 70% in most markets, you will be able to be a platinum driver. I know there are markets where it's higher than that, 80, I don't know, 90%, but for sure 70 to 80%, or you won't be able to be a platinum driver. The other thing would be your customer rate. You have to have above 4.7 customer rating to be a platinum driver. So you need to make sure your different stats are at the right level to be a platinum driver when you start out on DoorDash. The next thing I want to talk about are the type of bags that you want to have when you're out here doing DoorDash driving. Find yourself a catering size bag that's going to fit large orders in it. Make sure it's insulated, has good zippers, and high enough quality that it's going to last you for a long period of time. On the side of that, make sure you at least have one pizza bag, because a lot of the pizzas that you'll get from restaurants, they're not going to be able to fit in your catering bag, and the pizza bag actually works much, much better for those pizza orders. Now, when you go into your app, you're going to have some options to earn per order or earn by time. Don't use the earn by time slot. Use earn per order. It averages out to be better for you in the end, and it's just the better way to go. I think earn by time is something that DoorDash try to put in there to make drivers feel like they're going to make a certain amount per hour, but I don't think it works well at all. Stick to the earn per order when you first get into the app. When you get your order and you show up to the restaurant and you clicked arrived, they're going to give you an option on the app. It's in very small print. You're going to have to scroll up on the app through all the other jargon, and you're going to see where it says what is causing the delay or your wait. Always, always, always click on that and choose a reason as to why you are having to wait. This is going to save you from losing points on your ratings, and it will save you from violations. If the restaurant is taking way too long and you forget to push this, you can get a violation if you haven't notified DoorDash of the issue. Please remember, go down, select the reason for your wait, and then be ready to go when it's ready. When you're on an order for a customer, make sure you're checking their instructions. Follow what they have in the instructions. It's going to help you immensely. Go ahead and check if there's any kind of instructions while you're at the restaurant. And then once you've loaded the food in the car, you're on the way to the customer's house, look over their instructions maybe once or twice. Double check them when you pull up to the house. Make sure you're not knocking if they say don't knock. There could be a baby sleeping. They maybe have big dogs. They don't want the dogs to go crazy. Things like that. Customers know that you're on the way. The app is notifying them as they're coming. So don't worry about constantly berating them and telling them what's going on. Just follow their instructions. Go ahead and deliver the food, and it'll help your customer rating. So at this point with the DoorDash app, they get pretty annoying with all the pop-ups and the things you have to do and the hoops you have to jump through as a DoorDash driver. There was a time where you didn't have to do much more than just pick up the food and drop off the food. Now they want to do identity verifications. They want you to verify what's in the bag. They want you to make sure the drinks are all in there. All the sauce packets are in there. There's going to be a bunch of these annoying things with DoorDash. You're going to have to get through those and just ignore them and learn that your job is basically to pick up the food and to drop off the food. You will have to do a couple things like take pictures of receipts, take pictures of the bags or the pizza bag, things like that. But those are the minimum requirements. Don't get yourself caught up into a frustrated situation where you're worried about all these pop-ups and you making sure the app is happy with you. Don't worry about that. Worry about the minimum requirements for you to get the food into your vehicle, over to the customer, and delivered. Try to be as friendly as you possibly can to the restaurant staff and to the customers. I know there are frustrating situations as a delivery driver. Not everyone treats you well. Some of the restaurants put you on the back burner. Some of the customers don't always tip you well or the way you think you should be getting tipped. And it can be frustrating, but do your best to stay relaxed, enjoy what you're doing, be friendly to the staff, be friendly to the customers. It's going to make your day so much better. And I'm going to guarantee that over the course of time, you're going to enjoy being a DoorDash driver more and more if you just understand not every customer is going to tip you super well. There's going to be some great ones in there that are going to make you happier. And that's just the averages that happen when you become a DoorDash driver. In the new DoorDash model, you can't really worry so much about tips. There was a time where you could sift through multiple orders to find the one that you really wanted, the best pay, the best restaurant, the best location for drop off. But now in the DoorDash market, you are not able to do that. Don't worry about the tips so much. Don't get frustrated about that. Go ahead and just take the orders, move along. There will become better orders for you, especially when you reach platinum status. When you get to platinum level and you keep those ratings high, you'll start to see much better offers and you're going to have a much better time out here as a DoorDash driver. To be a realistic DoorDash driver in the system that they have in place currently, you're going to be looking to make gross per hour anywhere from $15 to $21 an hour. I don't think you can expect much more than that in almost any market. And if you are making a lot more than that and you're taking every order, keeping up with all the ratings, that's so awesome. I'm glad for you that you are. But as a first time driver, I don't want people to have false expectations about DoorDash. This is meant to be a side hustle, it's not meant to be a full time job. And the reality is, you're not going to make more than the $15 to $21 an hour gross as a DoorDash driver on a long-term basis. There are days where you're going to make way more. There could be days where you make way less. It really depends on your market, the kind of restaurants you have, the kind of driver population you have, the kind of customer population you have. But don't be down on yourself when you see that range. Be expecting to make that. And if you have a better day than that, that's great. My 15th and final tip is just to not worry so much about using customer support. The support from DoorDash is pretty lackluster. It's not super helpful. If you can handle things in the app, they're going to want you to do that, but don't go off calling them and thinking they're going to help you out a lot. It's not going to be very beneficial to you, and honestly, it can be one of the most frustrating things as a DoorDash driver. I know as a new driver, you're going to have snares, you're going to have hiccups where you're like, what am I supposed to do? Try to work through it with the customer, with the restaurant, without involving DoorDash. If you have to, go ahead, go through the chat or go through the phone call, but it's not super helpful. And I just want you to have that heads up that the customer service as a DoorDash driver can be rather frustrating. Now, I know there's probably a lot more tips out there, many more drivers who have had a lot different experiences than I have, but I want these to be some foundational things for all those people interested in DoorDash on the current model. We're going in late 2025, coming into 2026. A lot of things have changed. DoorDash is controlling drivers more and more and more, not allowing drivers to act really as independent contractors, more so making you take orders so you can get better orders, lowering base pays, making it harder on drivers. So this is a realistic understanding of what's going to happen out as a DoorDash driver and some things that you can expect when you are out here. It still can be a very fun side hustle. It can be a profitable side hustle, but it's more and more difficult, and it needs to be known that these are the important things to think about. I do wish you all the best of luck as new DoorDash drivers. I hope your journey goes well. Till the next video, take care.